Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about 4 things that I would like to see disappear in your home. Okay, so if you are building or renovating or you have an existing home that has these 4 things or you're thinking about purchasing, I want you to rethink it. Maybe think about changing them out in your home, and here we go. Number 1, this is definitely something that has been out for a very, very long time. So I'm sure that there's not too many of you who still have these, but for those of you who do, vertical blinds. Are we done with vertical blinds? Like, I think we're done, and then I still see them pop up here and there. So I'm thinking we're done with them. I'm not going to lie. I was done with them before the 80s, 90s. I've never liked vertical blinds. Sorry if I'm offending anybody, but I've never liked them. I was quite young in the 80s and 90s, and I knew I didn't like them then, and I still don't like them now. And I have to believe that people who have them now might not even realize that they have them, because you know what happens? We get so used to our space. Maybe you moved in with them. Maybe you thought, oh yeah, I'm not into those, but I'm going to change them out one day. And then you never end up changing them out because you just kind of forgot that they're even there, because they just kind of morphed into your home, into your design. And you're looking around and you're not quite sure what isn't working in your home, but you've been staring at it for so long that you don't even realize it. So if you do have vertical blinds, that's one of the problems. Let's get rid of them. Like, you can go and buy yourself some beautiful curtains, some affordable curtains on Amazon, Wayfair, I don't know, the local Home Depot, whatever stores you have locally. And now they make them in so many different lengths and options that are affordable, pinch pleat, rod pocket, whatever it is. Let's get rid of those vertical blinds and move on to something else. Okay, so that is the number one thing that I would like to see change in the home, and I just don't really love. Number 2, okay, this is going to get confusing for you for a moment. Horizontal blinds. What does she mean, horizontal blinds? If we don't have vertical, we don't have horizontal, what will we have? Okay, these horizontal blinds. I am so tired of seeing these blinds. And not only are they offensive from the inside of the home, which sometimes can be somewhat tolerable, but from the outside of the home, like, I have driven through new subdivisions where it's just the exact same blind on every home. And when you walk through, whatever it is, down the street, that's all you see. Stripe, 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 upstairs, downstairs, every window. Okay, guys, sorry, I need to take a drink here. Do we need privacy on every window? Do we actually need privacy on every window? Just asking. And if you do need privacy on every window, do you actually think you have to have the same blind on every window because from the street it all has to look the same? No, you don't. No, you don't. I have to wonder where that came from, because I have people ask me that all the time. Well, if I put this upstairs in the bedroom, what about downstairs in the window? I can promise you that having the exact same straight blind in every window of your home from the outside looks way worse. Way worse. If I can find an image, I'm going to link it here. I don't know if I can find an image of the exterior of a home. I might have to drive around neighborhoods near me to take a picture. But I promise you, not a good look. I don't mind a silhouette. I don't mind a periouette. I don't mind a beautiful California blind, or shutter, sorry. Like we already talked about, curtain panels. I'd rather see a roller blind. And I know a lot of people think roller blinds are ugly. They can be done nice if they look like a nice linen fabric. But the beautiful thing about a roller blind, let me put my cup down here. The beautiful thing about a roller blind is your casing at the top is much narrower. So it's not like intrusive on the window, like frame. So if you have a window that is like it's deep, like it recesses in the actual frame of the window, and you can put your header up there, not so bad. Still not loving those blinds, but we're it's a little bit better. I don't want you to run with that sentence. But if you have to hang them on the outside and they are on your actual frame, that's a hard no for me. Like that is a hard no. Whereas with a roller blind, if you're in that situation and curtains aren't going to cut it and California shutters aren't going to work for you and you're in that situation, then the smaller the header, the better. And with a roller blind, you will have yourself a much smaller header. Okay. So if you already have these blinds and they're all through your house, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not here to offend people. I'm just telling you, as a designer, my take on it. I had a client who hired me, and when I got there, she had them through her entire home, and she didn't like them. Her husband had ordered them, and she kept them drawn up all the time because she didn't like them. And then when they built their next home, they did not put those blinds in their home. So I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. And again, not here to offend anybody, just giving my opinion on things that if you want to make your home look more elevated and curated and designed, then let's skip those blinds. Okay, do yourself a favor, don't do it, because someone's going to knock at your door, especially if you have a new build. They're going to knock at your door, they're going to leave a pamphlet at your door and say, hey, you just built. Or even your builder or contractor might actually sell you on the idea, because I see that a lot. Your house isn't even built yet and the contractor's like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect solution for you. Let's put these blinds in. I've got so and so over here who can do your entire home. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. Stop. Okay? Stop. Don't do it. Here's the next thing. Okay. Barn doors. Can we not? Can we be done with the barn doors? Like, can we not do barn doors anymore? Unless it is absolutely necessary. We do not need barn doors anymore. We don't. I don't actually. Why am I saying anymore? We never needed them. Um, Are there situations where it can work? Yes. Is it the answer always? Absolutely not. Is it an easier solution? Yes. Is design easy? No. That is something I don't want to hear people say. Well, it's easier. This is going to be the easiest. Guess what, guys? When you see a space you love on Pinterest or whatever it is, chances are it wasn't easy, because to get to that result, to get to those fine details and finishes and whatever you're seeing that you're like, wow, that looks great, probably wasn't easy. So if you have an existing home and you have an issue with your door that it is going to impede on the space when walking in, the easiest solution is to have your door swing the other way. What, Danielle? Why would you say that? I don't want my door swinging. I need to open my door this way. I do not want my door opening into the hallway. Well, I'm telling you, it's the easiest solution. It will look the best. I've done it before. I've done it for clients. I've done it for myself. I did it in my old house in my basement. Nobody ever noticed. And you know what? After a while, I never noticed, because if I would have opened it in, it would have hit the vanity every time. So I had it open up into the hallway, and it was a perfect solution for that space. If that doesn't work for you, obviously a pocket door is the best um, idea of what you can do aesthetically, function wise, whatever. And I understand a pocket door is always a little bit more of a challenge, especially, well, obviously, if you're in an existing home, a pocket door is a huge challenge. So that's when I would go back to what I said about opening it into the hallway. And if that doesn't work, then yes, use a barn door. Or I've also seen where people will take your standard 30, 32, 36-inch door, cut it in half, and open it into two. I've seen that before. It's actually pretty cool. So you open the two doors and then you go through, and it eliminates the issue of the door swinging into the cabinet or whatever else. That's also a really cool option. That is my point, though. There are other options, and you guys, we have driven the barn door home and we are done with it. And the issue with the barn door is it doesn't suit every space. If you have a space that it works in, great. If you're going to get sold on your from your contractor or builder that, oh, we'll modernize it because the hardware will be more modern or whatever. No, 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 and no. Sorry, but it's a hard no once again for me. And lastly, one of the things that I want you to steer clear from, if you already have this in your home again, or if you're out looking or whatever, it is sets. Sorry, guys. I need to take another drink here. Okay. Maybe I'm talking too much. I don't know. Sets. What do you mean? Okay. This goes back to easier. Bedroom sets, dining room sets, living room sets. Is it easier to go to the store and buy a set? Absolutely. Is it going to be more cost efficient? Well, when you're in the store and they say to you, if you buy all three pieces, it's going to be $19.99, but if you break them up, then it's going to cost you $35.99. Then yes, I guess you're going to feel like it is saving you money. But from a design perspective, it actually doesn't save you money, because when you are curating a home and you're pulling a home together, you have the opportunity to get thrifty and have fun with it. So maybe you take all of your money and you spend it on getting a really amazing, comfortable sofa that maybe it was $19.99 on its own, but you use an existing love seat that might coordinate with it, or you happen to find one on Facebook Marketplace, or your friend or aunt or somebody has a piece that you can curate and make it all work together. Same thing with bedroom sets, like if you look at this picture here from Studio McGee, nothing in her bedroom is a set. I don't know if I've ever had a bedroom set other than when I was a kid, because it was passed down and passed down. And I actually made my mother take it out of my room when I was like 16. So you can take pieces that are, this cabinet, find an armoire. There's so many armoires on Facebook Marketplace now that like can be repurposed, because people went through a surge of them when they had their giant TVs, and now you see them everywhere. $100 for an armoire. You can pick up nightstands. You can, buy your expensive upholstered bed and start pulling in pieces of furniture. So the set doesn't always mean it will save you money, because you would be amazed at what you can find and pull together when you curate that perfect home that reflects you. And is it harder, like we talked about before? Absolutely, it's going to be harder. But hard and more fun. It's definitely more fun to curate a space and pull it together. I don't know. I think it's fun. And I think if you're on here, you have an interest in design. And if you have an interest in design, you likely will find it fun too. So when you are shopping at the store or online or whatever, start with your biggest piece, whether it be your bed, your dining room table, your sofa. Those are going to be your biggest pieces, and play off of those. Start adding and curating into this space. You can find dining room chairs on Marketplace. Like every time I go on Marketplace, I see a set of dining room chairs, and there's like a whole set for $250. Okay, spend more money on the table, find yourself some chairs. Maybe you have to refinish them. Maybe you have to pay to get them refinished, but I'm telling you, it's all worth it in the end. And you will start to see your home going more in the direction of a well designed home. Now, this isn't a current trend. Sets have always been not a thing for designers. So if you were to look at magazines back from the 50s and 60s and 70s, and no, I don't mean the Sears catalog, Architectural Digest, whatever, go back, look at those, and I guarantee you, you will not see sets. You'll see matching patterns, and that's coming back. So you'll see tone on tone. You'll see carpet and sofas that matched each other. You'll see that. But when it comes to furnishings, you will notice that there is a break in the furnishings, because that's how you create, again, that curated look for your home. So I hope you found today's episode helpful. Please hit that subscribe button and like this video, because the more you do, the more content I can make. I've been designing for 15 years full time, and I want nothing more than to share everything I've learned with you to help you achieve that perfect look. And of course, there's always going to be lifestyle content, because I love sharing things that I love and that are foolproof. That's what it's all about. Beautiful things, just aren't in the home. It's everything around us. So head back here to see my next video for design and lifestyle content. Thanks for following along, and good luck with your space.